We don't got all our pictures yet, but they'll be there. Cinder.
Right. We're playing games. What did we do? Last time we had a shopping episode, but the time before that, we went to a cursed forest. The cursed forest is here. This is the cursed forest. Little green square. The gang went there. They fought a many hundred, if not 1,000-year-old druid. Had an orb, very powerful orb. Those orbs are arcane foci that created the Stormlands, that some sort of magical spell was wrought through long ago to create the never-ending storm that is the Stormlands. They defeated this druid lich. It absolutely murdered Eddie. Just destroyed the poor guy. But other than that, there wasn't any casualties. Eddie was revived. The party, yeah, he got better.
I'm not dead.
I'm not dead.
He has a really cool scar on his jaw now for it, because his jaw was essentially torn off by the attack. The party curiosity returned back to Solnar, returned the orb to Iknath. Iknath, very impressed, promised to begin working on getting Balantar into the wizard school. And the party kind of went out, had a nice little lunch date, and talked over their options, what they could do, and they decided, after learning where more of these orbs are, that they would head out to a fort on the sort of like little bit into the Stormlands. What before the Stormlands were created would have been part of the aristocracy of Solnar's domain, but was lost. They pulled back their domain once the Stormlands came in. About like several decades ago, a large white dragon called this fort home, and one of the leaders of the great houses, Alexander Dumas, went out with his adventuring party and slayed that dragon with mass casualties, limped home, but was hailed a hero for his actions. And really, not many folks have returned to that area, at least not from Solnar, and it hasn't been announced, no sort of like heraldry has been called from Sheltertown that some party had ventured to this fort and claimed the treasures within. So that is where the gang has decided to head. It is a very long journey. So from here, so this little chess piece we've got here will be our marker for you. Oh, by the way, Tim Toothy, you spent this time staring out at the sea, waiting, hoping that a pirate ship would appear. And you were sadly, it never did. It never appeared. But you kept your eyes out.
There's also periods where I would just look at the book and just be like, why can't I read?
Yeah, you and Jelly like consistently try and read that book, and I think the fact that both of you were trying to read it really doesn't help the other.
No, not at all.
It's like when somebody's trying to count something and somebody else says a random different number, and then you have to both start over. That's what both of you are doing to each other's reading.
One person gets a word right, but then the other person second guesses them, and just it's a continuous cycle of that.
So you guys go and collect Tim Toothy and Jelly, and head back out to hand Trusk all of the stuff. You guys got Trusk. It's now Trusk's turn to watch over the boat. Make sure that one pirate that Tim Toothy pissed off doesn't come and burn down your ship in the harbor. And you guys head out of the gates of Solnar on an adventure. So, right, it took a day and a half to make it from here to here, which means like 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, 9 days. Somewhere in the 10th day, somewhere at the beginning of the 10th day, you will make it to the fort. We're gonna sort of like
double time once we got in the Stormlands.
You're right. That's very accurate. So at about here, so that was 8 days. So another 4, so 12 days. 12 days.
Out of curiosity, can we see the mountain as we're traveling?
Which mountain?
The one above and behind the fort we're going to.
Not right now. Not like all the way back where you are. No. Like right now in this very moment, you guys have just like walked out of that tunnel and that like watchtower and are standing outside of that's where you are. You can kind of see this one in the distance.
Okay. Nope. We're good.
Right. So let us kind of break up into jobs, I think. It's not difficult for... Huh?
I said I call Scout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody want to... You can only do one job. If you want to assist somebody, you can, but that is your job, is assisting them. You can't assist somebody and do something else. So, Craig wants to be Scout. Anybody else got something they want to do?
I've got great food and water, so I can cover food.
Okay. You are supplies. Conversion, the supply man.
I'll be the muscle.
Fair enough. Does that mean you want to be on lookout, or are you just going to sort of like be intimidating and attempt to just sort of like walk amongst your party flexing all the time to intimidate anybody from attacking?
Tim's gotten outside and he smells fresh air again. He's now officially left hibernation stage.
Mm-hmm.
It's a kobold thing. But now he is like eager in for some fighting. He is just like frothing at the mouth, just ready to kill something, but he's just acting super cash about it.
I mean, in like the first couple days, Tim Toothy, literally the first day, Tim Toothy comes back like a cat with like dead mice and dead rats that he just found in the fields and like punched in the head and brought back. It's like, hey, here. Literally any movement, and Tim Toothy runs off into the tall like wheat fields and comes back with like, at one point he pulls a deer, like huge antlers, just dragged behind him.
Just Gollum-like and bringing back all this food for us randomly out of nowhere.
Can
Valentar have
none of us will eat?
had maybe like 3 books that were lent to him, and just be reading and studying as walking and all that?
Sure, buddy. Yeah, no problem. You got a book on they're literally all like those big yellow it's 3 schools of magic for dummies. So you've got transmutation, conjuration, and enchantment for dummies.
As I'm scouting, and I'll talk to Eddie about this. Would I be able to help train the parrot to scout ahead for us? Come back and give us like a hand signal or something.
Oh, parrots do.
You know what? I am willing to give up the magic for now, but I would like it if the parrot could fly ahead and then say what he sees.
Yeah, like come back and say enemy or something. Yeah.
I'm gonna remind you that the parrot has an intellect of 2.
Yeah.
All right, so that's why we train. That's why we practice.
It's like a 5% chance it says something that relates.
I think what we could do for some training is Eddie could walk up ahead, and the parrot could fly back and forth and just like alert the party that Eddie's up ahead, and that's the practice. Something like that.
Currently,
It won't alert any enemies. It'll just notify us when you're like 10 feet ahead of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currently, all it does is yell "Help me" and fly back and forth between Eddie and Craig. It's stopped because Craig has tried to help this parrot so often. It stopped going to anybody else. It flies directly to. So if both Eddie and Craig go down, there's a big problem for this parrot.
Yeah, that
As it
makes
will
sense.
just
Existential crisis.
it will just fly from one to the other, yelling "Help me" to each other, and like, but like,
I mean,
on
I definitely have
command-
the best passive animal handling. It's 18, so I'm sure the parrot likes me.
on command, the bird can go from Eddie to Craig. That
All right,
is doable.
I guess for this training then let's work on people other than Craig.
Okay.
That would be the training.
Okay, so that's what Eddie's up to on this journey, is training the parrot to fly from him to somebody else.
Maybe
what do you,
Eddie, you could attempt to get it to go to one of the clerics, or like healing. That'd probably be smart.
Yeah. That's what Eddie will practice.
Clarny, what are you up to?
Okay, I've been thinking. So, does anyone use like any kind of like a projectile weapon, like bolt, sling, anything like that?
I mean, Craig uses a bow.
I have a
Okay,
bow and a gun and a
Is there
hand
something
crossbow.
I can make out of like maybe like some like copper or silver, like with my special power thing, whatever they call it, to like for ammo for him?
Hmm.
Or for the party even? I mean, it doesn't have to be just for Craig, but I was thinking of something.
I don't know what you mean, I guess. I'm unclear what your goal is. Like, can you make arrows? Yeah, you can make arrows, I think. I think they'd be metal arrows. I think they have to be metal.
Well, that's what I was saying. It had to be something metal. I mean, something like that.
But,
think-
like,
Arrows is probably the thing I run out of the most, and I wouldn't have problems with metal arrows, I don't think.
no, I'm
Somebody
not
else
gonna
might.
impose any problem.
So yeah, hell yeah, I'll take metal arrows.
Because your string is thunder, right?
Yeah.
Nox arrow activates bowstring, electrocutes self.
That's lightning. They're different, Sean. This is sound waves.
Yeah, you should. That should be fine. You just need the metal, the like raw material.
I was gonna say if I wanted to do like silver pieces, because it has to be metal or whatever, I could use silver pieces, and then you have silver arrows for any kind of monsters.
Yes, that's
That's very
exactly
cool.
what you should do.
So I want to make silver arrows for monsters for Craig to shoot at.
Okay. So a silver piece, one silver piece equals one silver arrow.
How many
Maybe
you want,
more.
Craig?
All right, dude. Just give me 20 for now.
Okay. I'll be busy making arrows in my downtime.
Okay. And Narvos, you're the last one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have it.
There's a very important job nobody's done yet, though. Would you like me to tell you what it is?
Yeah, that would probably be good.
Nobody's keeping an eye out. Nobody's really like making sure you're not being run up upon.
Yeah, I'm not looking behind us at all.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'll do that then.
Okay. Well, I mean, I've got a high perception and high
Yeah,
insight.
I mean, I have a 6.
Okay.
Plus 6 to perception.
Okay, you're +1 to me then. Go for it. You do better.
No, nobody took that job, so
Yeah, I'll be the make sure we don't get.
nobody
ganked.
runs up and is like, "Run your pockets, run your pockets."
Let's not get shanked and ganked.
Okay. So that's how the days will go by, and we will just sort of, fast forward through the first day, as this is land you've already traveled, to the evening where you guys set up. You guys set up shop, set up camp. New roles, new.
Oh, can this be at the farmhouse where we killed all those people?
It can, because that's another like 10-minute walk from like dusk time, so easily done. Just head over to there. How do you guys want to handle your 8 hours long rest? That will be sort of like the staple of how it goes moving forward.
I'll take first watch.
Just to say, I mean,
I was gonna
there's.
say, I've got Layman's tiny hut.
Yeah.
So I can fit 9 creatures, medium size or small.
I mean, there's 7 of us, so we can do like if we want to do 1 hour instead of 2 hours.
There's 10 of us.
Oh. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
There's 2 goblins and a drow.
I'm gonna sleep on the roof though,
Okay.
That works.
and I'll take both first and second one.
Okay.
First along with Carney, and second whoever else.
Yeah, I'll go second.
Go ahead and take last.
I'll take third as Balantar.
Okay. Any other things people would like to do, sort of as a staple of their camp time? Other than that, we can sort of like, take it day by day, and you can be like, this is what I want to do today, but like something that you do every evening. Anybody?
I mean, obvious stuff as a cleric, prayers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. But like something that would take like, rolls / effort.
I mean, if I can stay as lookout, and something I can do once per long rest is I can go wings, and that can help scouting in terms of like I fly a bit. Can fly up, look around, come back down.
That's more up to you on if you want to use that.
Yeah, that's like if we need to, but I'm probably gonna, unless we have a feeling something might be close, I'm not gonna do it.
Good. Sounds good. Okay. So, night comes. The hut is produced. You know what? Converging can't take a watch.
He can from within the hut.
He has to stay in the hut.
It's not outside the house, I guess.
Yeah. Yes. Conversion has to stay in the hut, or the hut disappears. That's up to you on how you want to handle that.
Yeah, I figure between me and Valran, I can stay inside and he outside.
Sounds like a plan. He can do a little patrol.
You can
Right.
also both do third and fourth.
Elves. Right. Okay. So first watch, give me some perception checks.
I gotta, what is that? Do math. 27.
Okay. And I think it's Clarny. I think Clarny's up there.
I will say I don't know how dark it is yet, but I've given Toothy his goggles back. So
I got 23.
Okay. 27 and 23. Singed marks remain. The I don't know what you guys did with the bodies.
we stacked them.
You stacked them. You're able to collect some more flies. I'm unclear if that's how that works, but
If they're accepted in, there's a whole ritual process.
there's a whole process.
I'm not involved in it. It's
process.
the
You've got
flies
some
themselves.
applications.
I'm not watching that.
You know, the
There's a
head of
queue that
fly
forms.
HR.
I turn away.
But other than that, other than just the pile of bodies that is beginning to decay, not much happens. The dwarf goes to bed. The Aasimar is awoken, and the second watch begins.
I'm gonna do this one disadvantage.
Yes, it is now, middle of the night.
Still got a 22.
Got a 25.
For this one, the queue has gone a bit smaller. Some more flies have been accepted into the swarm. They're being introduced to you one by one. Other than that, nothing really of import. The weather very clear. You can kind of begin to see in the distance clouds that are not really going away at this point, but they're quite a ways away. Third watch, so Craig goes to sleep at this point, or whatever the dead do. Just sort of like rests, and the elves wake up. And Balantar. I think Balantar said he would as well.
Yeah.
So can I get some perception checks from you guys?
I got a 16.
$21. Belron does not do so well. He's got a 2.
A 2. Belran goes off on his own little adventure for about 20 minutes. And like right when you're just starting to get concerned, like you're beginning to contemplate needing to go out and find him, he returns with just a sort of embarrassed look on his face. Sans 3 crossbow bolts, and goes, I thought there were wolves. It was just some scavenger dogs at the dead pile. I missed. They ran away.
Disgruntled fly rejects.
I don't want to talk about it. He like continues along to the other side of the house to continue on his patrol. And fourth watch.
Belron made it up. He got a 20.
Nice. He's eagle-eyed this time. He's like, I will not be fooled. Fourth watch goes by without a problem. This is a generally cleared area. Not much to worry about. you guys cleared the danger from here already. The only thing that's coming are scavengers, some vultures flying around, landing on the pile, scavenger dogs, but they're not coming to bother you. They're very focused on the veritable feast you've left for them.
Hop down from the roof and say, "Stay away from those bodies. The flies aren't to be trusted."
Yeah, surprising lack of flies joined the host. They really failed the Q&A. Continuing on into the second day, you guys have a choice to make. You want to go through the forest? Go around.
Go through it.
I personally would love to see what it looks like there now. If the corruption's gone, maybe it's blooming and less weird.
Is there
I don't want
much?
to deal with that corruption any longer, so that would be great if it is gone.
So, as you guys get there, the fog remains. It isn't as thick. It's not as sort of like imposing. The trees look a bit greener, but it takes. Can I get an Arcana check from anybody with a brain?
That's not me.
It's not many
Wow,
of you.
if I
It's
only had a
low.
brain.
Yeah, it's really not many of you.
I got an 18.
16.
16 and 18.
He is
16.
smarter than me.
16. You'd gather that it'd take anywhere between a month and a year for the corruption to truly fade. Craig, yours is a bit more nature-based, and you just feel that like the roots of these trees are corrupted, and it will take possibly an entire generation of growth to truly see the corruption fade from this forest.
Second
There
thought.
is no active evil, as you guys are aware, in this forest. There is still sort of just baked in doom and gloom, though.
How light is it? Meaning for reading.
What? Oh, in the forest? Really dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I opt that we shouldn't go through the forest and we should go around.
What would that sound
those
like?
those
Casey?
trees are pretty thoric.
I love Valentar's voice.
I didn't do it. Whatever, man.
It will save us a good deal of time to go straight through.
Yeah, you'll probably add on a day to go around. Probably take you the whole day to circle the forest. You'd end the day on the other side of the forest.
We're not in a rush. It seems safer that way.
We've already dealt with what we know was the problem.
Unless there are more.
It is a big forest. I can pull the forest back up if you want.
It's big.
It's a big forest. So it's a big one.
Would it be considered dim light, or can we really tell without going into it?
Oh, I mean, it's, in patches the sun beams through. There are sort of like open, like groves, open patches where the trees aren't growing.
I was also thinking for fighting. Like, could we get caught? Does it look like in what would be considered darkness?
No, I don't think it's darkness because the sun is out. It's not a rainy day. It's not like pitch black where those of you without dark vision are screwed. But it's not a very brightly lit forest either, as the fog does sort of like come up to your shins.
And almost certainly get us to where we were before easily.
All right. I'm going to assume that we can just stay on what's left of this room.
Craig can definitely make an attempt to stay on the road. As much as like the road hasn't been traveled on like outside of the forest, inside of the forest, it's been traveled even less. So it is much more difficult to stay on the road, but Craig is a very good ranger. So it's up to you, Craig, whether you think you can pull that off.
I'll get us through this forest. I don't care if I stay on the road or not. We can find it out on the outside of it, you know. So
Okay, so going through the forest is the plan.
Mhm.
Okay.
Let's go.
You guys enter the creepy forest once more. Tim Toothy, this is your first time in the creepy forest. Very creepy. The trees sort of like loom over you. The first couple trees, I'm sure, see a good fist punch. The branches just sort of break off as you feel like they're trying to grab at you.
Yeah.
You showed those trees who's boss. You got them.
Where's the bird? Give me a bird.
The parrot flies by you, just a bit too quick, out of your reach. Eddie, are you smart enough? Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say I was reaching. You're right.
Yeah. I was gonna ask Eddie, are you smart enough not to send the bird ever to Tim Toothy?
After seeing this exchange, yes.
You're like, Tim will kill and eat my bird. Wonderful. Good to know. Good to know. Let me put
allies like these, right?
Yeah, I think I just need some potassium, guys. I don't know.
Sadly, this is not the climate for a banana.
Good berry
got
has
the
all the
scurvy.
medicine you need in it. Here you go. I cast good berry.
Oh, look at that.
I eat that shit up.
It's like an omni berry that has all of the vitamins and minerals one needs.
I'm doing
very
that flexing
filtered.
thing with my abs or pecs, my pecs and abs. I started just flexing.
That thing The Rock does.
Yeah.
Egg pops.
Yeah, where he's like throw a berry at it. Remember that? Yeah.
Craig, can I get a survival check from you?
Am I getting assistance?
Looks like not.
I can do it. I can.
I mean, yeah,
I'm coming
sure.
in. I'm coming in.
Well, it
I
would
came in
be-
with a 15.
Oh, you would give me advantage of assistance.
Yeah, it was Trusk who was helping you last time.
Mm-hmm.
I
We'll
roll a
roll
scout.
separate. I like your 15. I rolled a natural 1.
Okay, so
Hey, that's still a 13.
all together, you can't crit fail ability checks, but still, it's a very 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 difficult DC to make it through on the King's Road. You guys travel through the forest, and very quickly you realize that either the forest has changed or Craig hasn't brought you on the same path to the same grotto. The markings that Trusk left behind previously quickly fade and are nowhere around you on these trees. Tim Toothy remains every once in a while sparring with a tree that just, these trees have the classic sort of like creepy overhanging branches that look like arms that are going to grab you. He's being careful.
You need to be careful, Toothy. One of these days, the tree will hit you back.
Oh, I know. Why do you think I strike first?
Fair point.
It is at one of these moments as Tim Toothy strikes a tree, you all hear in the distance, not like too far in the distance, somewhere in your general vicinity, a loud creaking, crashing sound that causes you all to stop dead in your tracks. What would you guys like to do?
I'm dropping dead in my tracks. No, I'm kidding.
Plays possum.
I'm percepting the
Ready
direction.
weapons.
Ragdoll physics just flop.
Well, Jelly also has the ragdoll physics trait. It's a feat you can take.
So we quick travel, have them fall into something, and then they get slingshot across to somewhere.
Go ahead and give me that perception check, correct?
Yeah, rolled a 14. So that's a 2.
A natural 2 for 14. Nice.
Oof.
It's somewhere to your right. Somewhere in that, do a whole sort of like 180-degree arc to your right. Somewhere in that direction. As you sort of like gauge where this is, you hear another sort of like ripping and tearing sound. A large footstep begins to head in your direction.
Fuck.
Got my whip and my shield.
We want to fight, we want to hide.
Tim Toothy, you heard that. You heard that comment.
Right.
Yeah. That's the guy who does not know. Yeah. That's the guy who knows nothing about hiding.
Everyone looks at Tim Toothy, who is already like putting on brass knuckles.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Doom
climb
music
up a
starts
tree.
playing.
You're gonna climb up a tree?
Yeah,
Okay.
He's
I
gonna do
got
some
jelly
Jeff Hardy
on my
shit.
back,
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you watching a lot of WWE these days or something?
kind of.
Right. So as you all sort of prepare, Craig's the first one who sees it in the distance. A pair of humanoid, I think they're large creatures. But trees are carefully sort of like moving through the trees in your direction. And that's where we're going to take a break. Yeah, as some trees come after you.
And by the Lake of Pee. I'm scared of him.
Is that P?
We're on break. Hell yeah. Rip and tear. True. And he's a dex-based fighter. Right. Dude, Casey made a new character, so like a wannabe gangster dragonborn. And he turned invisible and like for the whole combat almost didn't cast a spell or make an attack. So he was just invisible the whole time, and then he got shot in the back by Carl. Jelly's on his back. Oh yeah, no, I liked your dragonborn. Like one of my favorite characters. Greg used a first, or was it first? Is it first? Yeah, a first level spell last combat in this forest to put out the tree he lit on fire. And I'll do it again. Right. Right. Swedish to English. Yeah. Yeah, I've always pictured all the primordial languages all sounding almost exact. But it's up to shot. Yeah, but it's the same vibrational waves, right? Okay, I like that. Yeah, I've always, if I'm picking one of those, just pick primordial. But that's me. That's me. Right. Fuck Jeremy Crawford, dude. I'll fight him. Dude, let's gang up on Jeremy Crawford and tell him his rules are wrong. He's the rules guy. He's like the head of game mechanics. He's the head of game mechanics at Wizards of the Coast. He's other things too. He's high up there. That's fog. Yeah, I was wondering where Carl was earlier. I didn't say anything. I think you summoned him. Just think we lost him. Yeah, just try highlighting. Yeah, it looks like somebody's off. He's not there. Captain's missing. He's become a tree. Hello. Fourth wall miniatures. Maybe it's just the name of like somebody's book, right? Fourth wall. That's a cool look. Oh yeah. It's Toad. Hey. Know that. It's Ganon. It's one of those guys from Zelda that throw things at you. Pretty cool. I guess they just didn't name them the things they are, except Slenderman. Really? Hell yeah. uh, Trent. What's up, Trent? I name every tree Trent. It's yes. Super Gumby. Thunder Gumby. Yeah, that does look more like a broccoli monster, doesn't it? Like the corn cuties, but broccoli monster. Right? Right. very carefully. We're in spaghetti.
Okay. Treants are lumbering towards you through the trees. There is no ambush. You heard them uproot. They know you're there. First up is Narvos.
Oh boy. Where's he? Okay, so they're right there. Cool. I'll start out with a nice twinned spell. If they're coming for us, I'm gonna do a twin spell firebolt. Get things started.
Hold a hit. 2 hits. 2 rolls.
2 rolls. First one coming at you. 17.
That hits.
Okay.
On spaghetti.
And then 24.
That hits.
All right. First one 13 damage of fire. Second one
I think
wow.
they do the same damage though,
Fire.
because it's the twin. Because of twin.
Okay. Yeah, so 13.
13. Cool. 2 fireballs. They sort of like, and the fire sort of catches on their bark. Anything else?
I'll hexblade just curse one of them.
Okay. Pick one of them yourself and remember which one you picked.
All right.
Next up, Clarny and Carney.
Okay. Let's there we go. Is it just those two
Currently.
Okay, that's fine. That we know of. Let's I'm gonna take I can see them both, like line of sight is clear and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're kind of like trees in trees with fog, but they're the ones that are moving.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to throw my
fire.
I'm gonna throw my hammer at the one directly in front of us.
Sure. I'm gonna have you take
that guy.
I'm gonna have you take a step forward for it. Yes, easily done.
All right, let's see here. Oh, 16 to hit.
Misa beats it.
Does that mean I do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Like that meant in my favor. Okay, and I'm going to do my Word of Radiance as well. So I'm going to roll the 3 for that. That's going to be 20 points of damage total.
Okay. Your hammer hits the bark, doesn't punch through, and then reappears in your hand. Anything else?
Can Carney try to climb up in the trees as well?
Go ahead and have him make either an athletics or acrobatics check, whichever you'd prefer.
That's going to be a 15.
Yeah, good enough. He scrambles his way on up there into that tree.
And just have him, take a guard.
Okay. Next up is Craig.
Yo, I'm gonna shoot one of them probably. The one on the left of the screen.
Okay.
Because I I'm not sure if Carney was within 10 feet of the other one.
You got it.
I'll take a sharpshooter.
Okay.
That's a 15.
That one, it does hit him, but bark.
But bark?
But bark. He's got bark, and
So
it's
it
too
doesn't
thick.
hurt him at all? Okay.
No.
Gotcha. Next attack, we'll go sharpshooter. That one is one more. It's a 16.
That's a pizza.
Hey. Okay. Bugs. Sneak attack. Oh my god, double eights. Plus 15. 16 plus 15. 31.
31.
And bonus action, I'm gonna do nothing. I'm good. That's me. Actually, let me move. I'm gonna back up to this tree to my left. I think I can get like right up to it probably.
You notice that your arrow doesn't puncture as much as you think it does.
Like a resistance to piercing type of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna get up against the base of this tree at the bottom left of the screen.
Over here?
Yep.
Okay. It is now this guy's turn. He sort of like does this loud roar. And that was a bad place to choose. This tree comes to life, and this tree comes to life.
Oh no.
F.
Oh, broccoli!
And it digs into the ground and pulls out a boulder and just chucks it into the middle of your group. So I'm going to say Narvos and everybody in a 5-foot radius around him. So Balantar, Clarny, and Velran.
That's fair.
All need to make dexterity saving throws. It is also a 2-hit. Let me roll 2-hit. 26 to hit. And then a dex save for everybody to try and avoid the rubble that explodes.
It's a 17 for Clarny.
That's good.
19 on the dex, and
That's
that hits.
Valoran had a 14.
That is not good. That's a fail.
Yeah, I got a 1.
And that is also a fail.
Is Velran within 10 feet of Carney though? Wouldn't the rubble just suck up to him?
No, because it's not a range. It's like an AoE debris type beat.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
I have a question about a reaction.
The whole
when you
boulder.
Did you say dex saving throw?
Not for you, Eddie.
Not for me. All right.
Not for you, buddy.
What was your question?
Yeah, ask me a question while I.
Is that from one of the Ents?
Yes. Yeah, it was.
I
This
am
guy.
going to cast Hellish Rebuke because I am a.
Is it say when you're hit with an attack? Is that the wording of Hellish Rebuke?
Creature. The reaction is when you are damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see.
No problem. Go right ahead. That's a dex save for him.
Yeah, it's a really
He's
easy
gonna
one.
fail that. It's a 4. He rolled a 4.
Sweet. Yeah, I just wanted to do some fire to him. Is what I wanted.
Lots of dice people, they don't like it.
So Narvos, you take 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Wait, that's if you failed the roll.
No, that's just Narvos for getting domed with the
Okay.
rock.
Yeah.
And then so a total of 40 points to you, Narvos, because you passed, right? You passed
Yes.
that check.
Yes, I did.
Have that to say. So 34 points total for you. Everyone who passed the dex save takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Everyone who failed takes 13 points of bludgeoning.
So he takes 14 points of fire damage.
And
Because
he's sort of like set on fire a little bit, is like still very upset about that.
because I cast a spell that deals fire, I am now wreathed in flames.
Cool.
Okay,
Hell
so
yeah.
so basically I
Between a rock and
so
a rock.
I took the so I took the 27 and then it's what, 7 more?
An additional 7, yeah. So 34 total for you.
Ouch. That hurts.
Yeah, you took a boulder to the dome. Craig, you get a slam attack on you from this tree. Does a 24 hit?
Oh yeah.
That's 6s.
They should put shield in the druid spellbook. It still would have hit me though.
You take 20 points of bludgeoning damage as just like one of the bows of the branches, like the Whomping Willow, just comes down and whacks you. And this one over here is going to fight Carney, who's in the tree itself.
Is he immediately grappled?
I will say he has advantage on it because he's in the tree. A 22 to hit the goblin.
Oh crap! Hold on, let me bring it up. Yeah, that hits by 1.
Ooh, 25 points of bludgeoning damage. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
He does have a lot of HP, so that's fine. We're good.
I am going to like recolor this so that we all know that they are sort of like animated.
Good choice of color.
That is that treant's turn, which brings us to Eddie. Eddie, the forest has come alive around you. A rock explodes next to your allies, like the rocks just barely miss you. You turn and you see Craig being clobbered by a tree. What would you like to do?
Yeah, that's freaky. That's freaky deaky. I guess Eddie's gonna have to try and cut down one of these trees, huh? Let's see. Eddie and Cody will go to the one, I guess, on the leftmost side of the screen and just start wailing on it. I don't know. Can Eddie grapple a tree? Can I grapple a tree? Is that in my power?
If he wouldn't ask it, I was gonna ask it.
It was going to get brought up at some point.
You cannot grapple something 2 or more sizes larger than you, and these are huge trees. Everything here is huge.
So I can't grapple them.
You cannot grapple. You cannot grapple any of these things. They are
Eddie's
too
having
big.
This is an identity crisis right now. Is what's happening to Eddie here. Tree that he can grapple. Well, he can always just try and hit the tree. That's what he can do. He'll just hit the tree.
So you see Craig getting like his face punched in by a branch, and you run up, draw your weapon. A Cody out behind you. What weapon do you draw?
The Miracle Whip.
The Miracle Whip. You got it.
Yep.
Cool whip.
Whip.
So first one is a 30 to hit.
All I can imagine, I just watched Boondocks, so all I can imagine is like Granddad with his bolt coming out and saving Craig. The 30 to hit. It's like the branch is coming down for another hit, and the whip wraps around the branch, stopping its second hit. Go ahead and deal damage, buddy. Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right, and the damage is 1d8 plus 8.
What is the health of these? Oh, it has the same statistics. Okay.
18 damage for the first one.
18 damage.
13.
13. And what kind of damage is it?
It's like slashing.
Cool. That does full damage. Craig, who you're the one that's kind of noticed some resistances, you notice that his slashing damage has a full effect. It like cuts deep into the bark.
And another 30 to hit.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
And that's going to be 9 damage.
Okay.
All right, and then Cody will use his, or I'll use Unleash Incarnation, and then Cody will also take a hit. So that's going to be the same. Point 2 to hit.
22 hits.
2 hits. All right. $11 damage.
Awesome. Bunch you've like pulled off. You like whipped a branch, like the thick branch that had hit Craig, and have completely like pulled it off the tree with your whip. And then Cody comes in with the katana and cuts off the branch as you're like holding out the branch for him to cut it off.
Good job, Cody. You do it.
Anything else?
No, that's gonna be it for. Well, can Eddie? I guess. Yeah, I guess that's it, because if Cody moved away, Cody would get an opportunity attack against him, right? So.
No.
Oh, what? No.
You said. I said
then
you don't know.
Oh, you don't know? Well, actually, you know what? Better plan. Since I still have my bonus action, I'm just gonna make a new Cody. A little bit further back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job. You're no longer required.
Services are no longer required.
All right. Next is Conversion and Velran.
Okay. Conversion's going to go ahead and start off with casting Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
I will cast it at the one to the left. That's the one that's already been hit a few times. It will take its swing. That's actually going to be 6.
That hits.
Okay. And 11 points.
Okay. Force. So. Okay. That one, by the way, is like it's got like scorch marks all up through it. A lot of its bark's been hit away. It's got several arrows poking out of it. It looks pretty worse for wear, but it looks pissed.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go up and take a swing at the one that's pumping the purple one there.
This one?
Yeah.
You got
pumping, it. Carney.
Hey, get off the goblin. Get off that goblin.
11's probably not gonna cut it.
No. You just hit some bark.
Velran will go ahead and he'll take a couple of shots at the dark green one off to the left.
Okay, this one.
One that, yeah.
Pulls out his crossbow.
12 probably won't do it.
Nope, bark's too thick.
16.
That hits. Does
Okay.
he have crossbow expert?
I don't think so.
Then he, unless I'm wrong, does the hand crossbow not have loading?
It does. All of them do.
Okay, so he actually can only shoot once per round with his
Okay.
crossbow.
Never mind then. Okay. Yep, he does that. Take the shot and misses.
Wonderful. After conversion comes Tim Toothy.
He's going to actually go. He will actually take a couple of steps, kind of a little to the left and down, just kind of opening up the group so it's not such an easy AOE target.
Yeah. He saw this one throw a boulder. He might expect this one to pick up a boulder as well.
Yep.
Well, wunderbar. Tim Toothy and Jelly. Jelly's like trying to scramble up this tree and is failing. Tim Toothy, you are in this tree. What would you like to do?
I am going to. How far up am I in the tree?
It's only like 5 to 7 to 10 feet. Not that bad.
I'm gonna try and get all the way up, and just save my action for whenever a tree is in jumping range.
Okay, so you want to hold your action to try and jump onto a tree.
Yeah.
You got it, partner. After you comes this guy's turn.
Well, Jelly.
Oh, Jelly
same deal.
Okay, Jelly attempts to scramble up the tree as well.
Well, I said that I threw them on my back.
Oh, gotcha. So Jelly's like clambered onto your back. I can't attach Jelly to you, so she's just gonna
understandable.
But we can all imagine that Jelly's there. This treant goes, and it also lets out that that roar that causes trees to become animated. Unlock that tree. Change its color. And then it's just gonna rush in. I think it's gonna rush into Velran, who has made itself open. I would say that conversion, you could take an attack of opportunity if you so choose.
Okay.
As it just sort of like runs past you.
Just try and negotiate with the new trees because they might not be so happy with their newfound life, sentience, kind of a didn't ask to be born kind of situation. I imagine. Now I'm getting cut down by adventurers. Seems like these new trees are getting a raw deal.
Poor Velran.
Oh no.
And this one's gonna come over to you, conversion. So that's 2 slam attacks on Velran and 1 slam attack on conversion. I gotta change the camera so we can see better. 2 slam attacks on Velran. First one is a 28. The second one is an 18.
Both will hit.
Both will hit. 25 damage for the first hit. 19 damage for the second hit. Just big tree fist come down onto him. On conversion, this tree comes up with a tree branch with a 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Will hit. Okay. $23 points of bludgeoning damage. That's the trees. Brings us to Balantar.
Woo! Do I see any of them as like any one of them as the most hurt?
Yeah, there's this one over here. The one you set on fire and Narvo set on fire, and it's got a spiritual weapon fighting it. It's got like 4 or 5 arrows sticking out of it.
Okay, this is not gonna be fun. I'll go up to within 10 feet of it, because I have whip, and then I will.
I will say you are a very smart lad. You think 10 feet of it is within its arm's length, like you can see its arms.
Yeah,
just so you're aware.
Okay, cool. No, that's helpful. And I was pondering. I still have fire surrounding me until the end of this turn. Mm-hmm. So part of my turn is going to be to try to goad it to hit me because it will get fire damage done to it.
You know,
that happens. So
it's a great tactic. I like it.
Yeah. So, yep. I'll roll to hit. First attack. I crit.
Nice.
I'll use one of my psychic die things to add a D8 of damage, so that'll also double. So that is going to be 23 points of damage. Some of it's psychic. Do you want me to?
Nope. Well, your whip is slashing, so that's fine. Yeah, it's all fine.
Cool. And then I will do my second attack.
Okay.
Couldn't even type it out. That is. Oh, wow, that was a 19 too. I was like, what is that? I can't read. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm just making sure. I think I can only do one. No. It says, oh, yeah, once on each of my turns. I can only do that. So I can only add the psychic die once. That's 7 points of slashing damage.
I mean, it looks really hurt, but it looks pretty intent on murdering you.
Yeah. So I don't know how much I move. I want to move back into the group as far as I can. I have 30 movement total. The fire's still on me. Oh, wait. I will use one second before I do that to heal myself. And then I will move with the rest of my movement back into the group.
Okay, so you can move back next to Clarny with the 10 feet you have left of movement, and it does take an opportunity attack on you. Swings at you with its massive fist for a 29. I rolled a natural, rolled a natural 19.
But it's okay. I'll take the fire damage.
You will.
Valentar's a pancake, but he took the fire damage.
Yeah.
And you take 28 points of bludgeoning damage. It literally is like a club to the side of your head. And how much points of fire damage does he take?
Yeah, it's just 1d4. Oh, wait. Any creature within 5 feet of you. That's stupid.
I will be a very kind man and say that his fist hitting you is 5 feet is close enough. So you'll set his arm on fire, you know?
Yeah, I figure exactly with this, especially it's not a weapon.
I think that's not rules as written, but like, I don't care.
It's only 2, but still it's 2 because it's probably vulnerable.
It's actually 4. Yeah.
28-2 trade.
All of your fire damage has been doubled. It is still alive, but its arm is set ablaze and it sort of like shakes it, tries to put it out.
What was that damage again, just to make sure?
28. You took 28 points of damage. I rolled really well.
Yeah, yes, you did. That was good for me.
That is Balantar's turn, which brings us back to Narvos.
Okay.
Narvos, you see like Balantar get his clock rung.
First time, buddy. All right. Yeah, my turn. First up, I'm gonna quick cast. Yeah, I'm gonna quick cast a firebolt at the guy that we've been all going at.
Okay.
So that's the guy I've hexed. That is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
Uh, 11 fire plus the 4 damage from him being hexed. So 15 total there. Just making sure I'm not forgetting anything.
That guy falls over, roaring, set ablaze, falls silent. And these trees that he turned into animations return to normal.
I had a feeling that would happen.
And I get 7 hit points back. Yeah, let's go. All right. Now, as my actual action, I need the other tree, and I'm going to cast Hunger of Hadar. And where is it? Yeah. It's a 20-foot radius, so I'm gonna angle it to get him and ideally the tree next to him, but not Velran or anybody else. So kind of basically just angled in the back. So they need to make Dex saving throws DC 21.
They physically can't. I'll see if they roll nat 20s. Rolled a natural 19. That's so sad.
So close.
No, they both failed.
Cool.
Because they've got -1s. They got -1 to those saves.
Well, I don't know if trees can be blinded, but no light, magical, otherwise can eliminate the area. Creatures fully within are blinded. Any creature that starts its turn will take a 2d6 damage, and it ends its turn will take 2d6 acid.
Cool.
So they're just kind of stuck in there, and terrain's difficult for them.
Wild.
That won't be my turn.
Barney.
All right. Well, we got here. Get a good lay of the battlefield here. Is that the only one standing?
Yeah, there's like a big tree and then several trees that are acting like,
Right, the servant trees.
Yeah.
Okay. Where did Carney end up in all of this?
Oh, he's got like a little butt.
That tree booty.
Trent's got cave.
Carney is in this tree right here.
And that one is back to normal?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just trying to get my bearings here. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do the what is it? Is it spirit weapon that does the fire damage?
No.
What do I have?
You've got wall of fire.
Well, I'm not gonna cast that right now when there's like one left.
Great, man. I think it's great.
Well, I mean, who's standing right there? I don't want to burn everyone up. Last time I destroyed a whole group of people.
You can put it like.
Did I do that?
Put it like here.
Yeah.
Like right there.
I mean, it can be a wall too. It doesn't even have to be a circle.
Yeah.
I can just make a little strip of fire behind him.
You can do that.
Yeah, do that. I'm casting that right now, and he's got to roll a dex save.
They fail. I'm
like and then I'm gonna roll these D8 5.
Well, you know what? Actually, you don't have a DC 20. You know what? I just remembered you don't have a DC 20 saving throw.
DC 21.
One of them rolled. I'm gonna say this tree rolled an 18. This tree rolled a 15. Those are actually really solid rolls for trees. They do like a a barrel roll to get out of the fire. They're like, I can't have this.
Would this be a dex based off something they can see? Because that's not something they can do right now.
I mean, they still make dex saves, so
Yeah.
But go ahead and roll your damage. They take double damage. I think they both failed. What's your spell save, Clarny?
It is 13.
Only a third.
Wait.
What's your wisdom?
Wait.
My wisdom is 16.
3, 10 plus 3 plus your proficiency,
7
right?
plus 8. 15 should be your dex save. Should be your spell save.
Should be at least,
It goes
yeah.
up with your proficiency, Chad. I don't know if you've raised
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah,
okay.
so
I raised my
15.
proficiency. I didn't know it goes up with that. Okay.
What are your proficiency bonuses right now?
For me and Chad and Joa and Carl, it's +4.
4 plus 3 is 7. 17.
No, 15. It's 8 plus.
Oh, it's up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they still both failed. So go ahead and roll the damage, and it gets doubled because it's fire. Actually, this guy has to make it too.
So I rolled 21 total,
Mm-hmm.
and then double would be 42.
Double to 42. They're just on fire. Some nice like burnt end broccoli. Anything else, buddy?
Can Carney jump down from the tree to take action? Is that just
Nope. He can just jump down. Just hops down next to Convergent.
Can he run up and like sticky stab the guy?
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna take an opportunity attack from the tree though.
Oh, never mind. We'll back it up.
It's okay. I rolled it and it was a 12.
Oh, well, that does not hit.
It swings and it misses, and so
okay. But he's gonna take his 2 hits. Does a 15 does not hit, or does not,
no.
right?
No, 15 does not hit.
And then 17 does,
that
right?
does hit. Yep.
Okay. And then his damage, he can't cut the head off of this thing. That's not a thing.
He could. It does.
It's too big though, isn't it? Isn't there like a limit?
Nope. The rules are if head kill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If it have multiple head, take 1.
He does 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. You got it. This creature looks very hurt. Yeah, it looks very hurt. Next up is Craig.
Like, we need to get out of these woods and run up to that tree and just unleash a burning hands.
Okay. Man. Dex save 9.
Fail. 4. 13, double 26.
Okay. It's still standing, but it's like pissed and wants to murder you.
That's fine. That's me.
Okay. Next is Eddie.
All right. Eddie's gonna yell out. Is this guy still making trees, or does he seem done with that?
He hasn't had a second turn.
All right. Eddie's gonna yell out. Eddie's gonna yell out. Zone of silence might be useful here. All right, just to prevent more trees from being made. And Eddie's gonna go over to this guy, and he's gonna start whacking him, the big guy.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
Alrighty. First one's a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right. Second one's 28 to hit.
That does hit.
All right. And just I want to do the rolls at once, and I'll do the damage after. So then after I do this hit, as a bonus action, I'm going to switch place with Akodi and use Unleash Incarnation again, and then Akodi's going to take a hit. And Akodi's getting a 30 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
All right, and for damage here, eight on the first hit, and
Okay.
11 on the second hit.
Okay. Awesome. It is still standing.
Zone of Silence.
Are you casting that?
I just, if anyone can.
Okay. Converging.
Okay. I will kind of circle around this one that's animated still.
Okay. There is a wall of fire right here.
Never mind.
Yeah.
They're also in
I'm
a
not sure exactly
big
where
ol'
the
circle.
wall is, but
They're in a giant black circle on the ground too. That's like making funky
Oh yeah, I
noises too.
forgot about that. Yeah.
I can still feel the wave of heat coming off the wall of fire though, or I can see the wall of fire up to the side.
Yeah, it's wall of fire sticking out of the sides.
But this circular part right here, that's the darkness. This line,
yep,
fire.
All right, I'm going to take a couple of bonus action to activate the flame tongue, and then take a couple of swings at this purple tree.
Oh, at the purple tree, you got it.
Yeah, I don't think I can step over to the tree yet without taking an attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh no, you watched it take an attack of opportunity on the goblin button.
Well, yeah, still.
Okay, it's all you.
16.
That hits.
All right. So 5 fire and 3 piercing.
Awesome. Carve a chunk out of this tree.
That was my action bonus action. Valorant is going to disengage and stagger back.
I'm in pain.
My body.
He's at 1 hit point.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. He's thinking about praying to Lolth. He's like, man, maybe I made a poor choice.
First the wolf fiasco, now this.
Now this. I should have never left the Underdark, he thinks. Right. Tim Toothy, you can just smell the blood in the air. You know that if you dive in, you could end it all.
Smell the garlic cooking. I don't think I see it. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to make a sweet leap.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh my god, it's a natural 19.
You all, it's a slow-mo moment as you all look up as a roar is wrenched from Tim Toothy's lips as him and Jelly leap from this tree a full 20 feet. He leaps from this tree with Jelly on his back straight into the darkness. Fists first. Tim Toothy roll it. Yeah.
Aim for the bushes.
That's a natural 15 plus like 6.
Right. That hits. Roll your damage, buddy.
Sick. All right. I'm gonna do 2 attacks, so I'm also gonna roll my second attack.
Go right ahead. And roll both.
Natural 5.
Do you have a plus 11? per
No,
chance.
No, it's +6.
That one doesn't hit, but the first one hits.
Cool. So that's gonna be a 6 +6 or +3 +3. So I guess +6, then a 4. So 6 +4 +6, 12, 17 damage. And 4 of that was cold.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
Shoot.
He had 15 health left.
Oh, sick.
So with a thudding crash, these trees turn back to normal, and you all hear Tim Toothy slay this treant in the darkness,
And enter the wall of fire.
Yeah, and also enter the wall
in
of
the
fire,
dark or in the dark circle. Just
correct.
disappears. I'll drop concentration on it. So you don't have to take the damage.
I'll drop my wall of fire too.
Yeah.
I see what's happening and like, oh gosh, here, better bring that down.
Yeah, while he's flying forward, you're both like, oh.
He wasn't here for the last time, so he doesn't know.
Drop concentration, drop concentration, drop concentration.
Fucking wrecked.
Yeah, Tim Toothy stands tall over the corpse of the treant.
I killed something.
Jelly's like hopping up, giving you a fist bump. Fuck yeah!
Still got it.
Yeah, we ain't rusty. We got it. We saved all of you bitches. Fuck yeah.
Now watch this handshake we've been working on. This is why we've been hanging out so long. It took forever to learn.
They
and then we do
the sickest handshake. Like one you'd see in like a like Ned's Declassified episode. Awesome. Okay. We're going to take a quick second break, and then we'll come back briefly for the rest of this episode.
BRB, Lake of Tree Blood. Too bad.
So the party defeats the treants in the forest, and they gather up their gear and run away because the forest is now super scary. And Craig guides them through the rest of the forest, ducking and dodging, kind of like keeping a wide breadth from every tree, just in case, to be safe. And you guys make it through the other side of the creepy forest. Continuing on the day, you guys find that it's a pretty restful, casual journey. You've reached what is considered ancient Solnar. Past what is now known as the creepy forest had a name previously. I think I've mentioned it. I think I've mentioned that its name was Ivantar, the forest's name. I think the druid said it. You are now at a point that this is older than the last attempt Solnar made to settle outside its walls. The ruins you're finding are like heavily retaken by nature. What remains for structure are rubble a couple feet high, foundations. You are beginning to see much more wildlife. The only sort of remnants that remain of the main road is what the horses that the Crown's Guard, the Solnar City Guard, beat on their paths, their like bi-weekly treks through the breadth of what they consider their territory. But no people have settled here in a long time. You guys come to a rest at the end of the day. I want to simplify it even further. Can I get a group perception check? I just want all of the rolls done at the same time for the end watches.
19.
31.
21.
I had an 11, and Valoran had a 1.
16.
Man, that guy needs a nap. That guy needs to go back to bed.
I'm right behind him on that.
Yeah. He's like, I'm bleeding a lot from like everywhere.
I might have a concussion. I think with a 1
got an
who does
18.
actually have a concussion.
Yeah.
So Valoran says he's on watch, but you quickly notice that he is sound asleep, like with his back pressed against a wall. You guys have no issue in your rest. The most with a 31, I think that was Craig. You do see in the distance, in the sky, because it's a very clear sky, the moon's probably 3/4 of the way full, a massive bird flying in the distance. Like a bird that looks normal, but with your 31, you know is a long way away. So to look normal from this distance, there's only one type of creature you can think of, which is a rock flying. Not like coming towards you or anything, but you're like, that's like a 250 foot wingspan out there.
I would point that out to Conversion.
Damn.
Even if he's asleep, that would wake him up.
Hey, there's a fucking huge bird, man.
That's a burb.
It takes several seconds for Conversion to like really process that the bird's actually that big, that far away.
Yeah. Like, you'd think it was probably maybe like 200 feet away and a seagull. It's probably like 20 miles away and that big.
All right, new to-do list. Tame one of those. Got it. All right.
Eddie's writing it down.
This is a really big parrot.
Now that's a parrot.
Now that's a parrot. But other than that, that's how that day goes. Next day rolls around. Anything in particular you guys want to do on this day? Honestly, we're gonna just kind of push through the next like 5 to 6 days. As it is traveling through the old ancient Solnar area, and as long as you guys choose to stay on the main road, the biggest danger you have are wild dogs, wild wolves, which I'm not going to toss you guys into a combat for wolves.
And I'm assuming that like any of these nights counts as a long rest, so we can go ahead and hit a long rest.
Yeah. You guys just did that. That just happened. That like rock moment was the rest of you were sleeping.
We'll name it Dwayne when you tame it.
We probably do like, lose some hit points, use some spells, fighting some wolves, but
Yeah. I'm not gonna there's no major threat on the main road. That's the point of the bi-weekly scouting trips, because if they spotted something, they'd go tell Alexander Dumas and a actual host would come out. That happened like twice in Narvos's life.
It's happening now because Narvos is with us.
Yeah. I mean, like Narvos, but before he left, would have known of like 2 instances where the scouting party had returned to the walls, reported something to Alexander Dumas, and he had like gathered not an army, but like 3 dozen adventurers, 3 dozen members of the city guard type beat, 50 some odd people, and marched out, dealt with the issue, and come home with maybe like 7 losses. Though there's 2 in particular you can think of. One was some angry wizard had abandoned the academy and had taken up in an old ancient village and had raised the dead. And Alexander Dumas literally went out and scorched the village to the ground. And the other was another rogue wizard. There's a lot of rogue wizards when you teach wizardry. Who had created monster giant people and was beginning to send them towards the walls.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Can you tell us more about that? Or
there's a whole TV show about it.
Oh, okay. I got you.
The wizard's name was Aaron. It was dealt with. It's fine. But yeah, so that gets you guys to the edge of the storm. So like a week into this journey, is there anything you guys would like to do, any RP you guys would like to have in a week of not necessarily downtime, but not, deadly adventure?
My parrot can now go to anyone in the party on command just by saying their name. Like, go to this person.
That's a week. I don't think you understand how difficult it is to train an animal, David.
Now, parrots are pretty smart. I think
that one is
doable.
Not. It's got a 2 or something like that.
I'm gonna buy you a parrot, I think, and ship it to Japan, and I would like you to train it.
I can teach the parrot, Sean.
This is
here's the thing, Sean. Here's the thing these people got wrong about parrots, all right? Have you seen Tirzu's parrot video?
No.
Right? In terms of intelligence on the planet Earth, it's like humans, elephants, parrots, dolphins.
Dolphins are number 2.
They have their own language. Dolphins have an actual
Parrots
language
have
they
their own
use.
language.
No. They have the same language as all other birds.
Can dolphins use tools?
Also, I would like to raise crows.
Yeah, crows are probably smarter than parrots.
They have like their own funerals.
No, they are smart, but the thing is, they don't live as long, so they don't develop wisdom. Like, great intelligence is your ability to learn plus how long you can live. And parrots have a lifespan 4 times that of a crow.
What about octopuses?
So they get a lot smarter. While octopi or octopuses are very smart, they only live for a year or 8 at most. Yeah.
Stupid aliens, they need a longer lifespan.
Yeah, they don't live long enough for their intelligence to be useful. They're just kind of clever.
I will give you one person. You can have taught the bird to go to one person. One more person.
All right. Who are clerics? Just so I can.
It's Conversion and Clarny.
Yeah.
Conversion and Clarny. Okay, we're going to Conversion then.
Okay. That bird has pooped on you too many times this week, Captain. Just like too many times. Anything else? Anything not bird related?
I would have tried to help Tim and Jelly understand how to read.
Oh, like that?
Okay. I would like a wisdom saving throw. Together. I want both Jelly and Tim Toothy to make wisdom saving throws.
+1.
You have a combined DC.
I literally rolled a natural 20.
Well, there you go. Tim Toothy's picking up the slack on this one. And now I would like a charisma saving throw from Craig as you are teaching, 2 knuckleheads how to read.
Also +1 over here. I got a natural 19.
Natural 19.
Oh my god, yes.
We can do one of 2 things, and it's up to you. You can either, Tim Toothy / Trevor, just decide who you want to get the bonus stat, or we can spend the rest of this game tonight having a 1v1 brawl between you and Jelly to decide who gets the strength.
I got rock, paper, scissors, dice.
Okay, that's how we're doing it. Love it. I also have rock, paper, scissors, dice. So that's actually a new plan.
Oh my god.
We'll do it. So okay. I just have a 1, 2, 3 die. So 1 is rock, 2 is paper, 3 is scissors. I'm going to roll, and you type in chat what you got, and I never look at chat. I think you all know that I pretty much never look over there. So you type in chat, tell me when you've done that, and then I will say what I got.
Above the table, Sean likes to save the gifts for the end of the game as a little treat for himself.
I do like doing that. I do like looking through the gifts you guys post. I just during the game very rarely look over there.
Okay, I got it in there.
Sean.
Okay, I know what I put. Has he put his thing in chat?
Yeah.
I got a rock.
So did he go?
Okay, again? We gotta go again. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got scissors.
So did he?
Oh my god.
Okay.
This isn't gonna go the rest of the night.
We gotta go again. Okay, let's just imagine this isn't actually rock paper. This is like Jelly and Tim Toothy beating the shit out of each other. This is them like they're both rolling around on the ground. There's several teeth scattered across the dirt.
Equally matched. I got it rolled.
Okay, I got paper.
Oh my god.
Oh my. An eyeball is knocked out of Jelly's socket. She pushes it back in, stands back up, spits blood on the ground.
Oh my god, Jelly, please.
All right, I'm ready.
Yep, same.
All right, I got paper.
Come on.
Really?
This game is rigged.
This time, it's a nut shot to Tim Toothy. He has to take a second to recover, and then he stands back up.
Why aren't you guys just
And I kick
flipping a
Jelly in the
coin?
nuts.
They both turn to you,
It's
Eddie,
not
and
the
tell you to
way.
shut the fuck up.
It's not the way.
Why not flip a coin?
Right, I'm ready again.
Yeah, same.
Paper again.
Oh no, I got a rock.
Oh, Jelly just like climbs onto your back, bites into your ear, rips half your ear off, and then punches you in the temple and knocks you unconscious. Tim Toothy falls to the ground, stone cold unconscious. Jelly grabs the book and gains 2 strength.
And I heal Toothy.
So you can raise Jelly's strength stats by 2.
Oh my god.
What a brawl.
Right.
Beautiful. I think that was much more fun than an actual like D&D one.
It took
Yeah.
way less time,
Yep.
I'll tell you that much.
Oh. Okay. Anything else? You guys are on the precipice of the storm. I think this is a good place to stop. Right before we get into like the nitty-gritty of having to sort of like slog through difficult terrain. And I will say now, Conversion, you asked me earlier, you can now begin to see that mountain in the distance.
Okay, so it is visible above the storm.
It is, yeah. So, like, at your angle, you can actually see that the mountaintop goes above the storm clouds.
Okay.
It is definitely the largest mountain you've seen on the continent so far. Unclear if it is the largest mountain on the continent. You didn't gather any information on how far up the mountain the fort is, but you do know that the road you're on leads directly to it. So as long as you stay on the road, you should make it to the front gate of the fort.
All right.
Okay. Any questions, comments, queries, concerns? Anything anybody wants to say to your party members?
Yeah, my ear didn't heal, so that's canonical scars.
Yeah,
Nice.
you've got a cauliflower ear on your right ear now.
Jelly's got a scar on her eye.
She does, yeah. She's
Oh
got
my
like
God.
one of those oddly bug eye, kind of like Uncle Ruckus
Oh my god.
eyes.
Oh no.
Just her
cost?
left one though.
It is her left one, yeah.
Good one, but
that's
at
so
what
good.
cost?
She's also slightly more buzzed. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I bit your ear. I love you, bro. And she like gives you a little hug on your legs.
We do our handshake, and she breaks a couple of my fingers with
with her extra strength. Yeah, I'm not used to it yet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Puppy's back.
Oh, wunderbar.
All right, well, we're gonna be off the next 2 weeks.
Yes,
Yeah.
we, as in the Sean game, this story will be off for the next 2 weeks. We will come back at the end of March for the next Orb game.
Orbing it up.
Orbs.
Yeah, good times. Fucking
Good times.
Bruce
Be
Allen.
safe
Good
out there,
stuff, good
everybody.
stuff. Bye-bye.
Yeah.